you don't always improve, but you can aspire to improve. You can aspire to be less wrong.
Yeah.
This is like, I think the tools of physics are very powerful. Like, just assume you're wrong and your goal is to be less wrong. I don't think you're gonna if succeed every day in being less wrong, but if you're gonna succeed in being less wrong most of the time, you're doing great. I think possessions kind of weigh you down. They're kind of an attack vector. People say, "Hey, billionaire, you got all this stuff." Like, well, now I don't have stuff. Now what are you gonna do? In recent years, billionaire has become a pejorative. Like, it's a pejorative. So it's like that's a bad thing. Which I think doesn't make a lot of sense in most cases. How does this wealth arise? It's if you organize people in a better way to produce products and services that are better than what existed before, and you have some ownership in that company, then that essentially gives you the right to allocate more capital. So there's a conflation of consumption and capital allocation. In the United States especially, there's an overallocation of talent in finance and law. Basically, too many smart people go into finance and law. So this is both a compliment and a criticism. We should have, I think, fewer people doing law and fewer people doing finance and more people making stuff. Manufacturing used to be highly valued in the United States, and these days it's not. It's often looked down upon, which I think is wrong. Like making a car, it's an honest day's living, that's for sure. Or making anything really, or providing a valuable service, like providing good entertainment, good information. These are all valuable things to do. So yeah, it should be more of it. Well, I think I do have high productivity, but even with that, there's still some opportunity cost of time, and allocating time to building a house, even if it was a really great house, still is not a good use of time relative to developing the rockets necessary to get us to Mars and helping solve sustainable energy. I hope the future is more fun and interesting, and we should try to make that way.
I hope it's more fun and interesting too.
Yeah.
I just hope we don't lose anything along the way.
Yeah, we might lose a little. But hopefully we gain more than we lose. Or you can think of a corporation as like a cybernetic collective that's far smarter than an individual. Like I couldn't personally build like a whole rocket and the engines and launch it and everything. That's impossible. But we have 8,000 people at SpaceX, and piecing it out to different people and using computers and machines and stuff, we can make lots of rockets launch into orbit, dock with the space station, that kind of thing. So that already exists, where corporations are vastly more capable than an individual. But we should be, I think, less concerned about relative capabilities between people, and more different, having AI be vastly beyond us and decoupled from human will. Well, I hope consciousness propagates into the future and gets more sophisticated and complex, and that it understands the questions to ask about the universe. Where did consciousness arise? Well, assuming you believe the belief in physics, which appears to be true, then the universe started off as basically quarks and leptons, and it quickly became hydrogen and helium, lithium, like basically elements of the periodic table. But it was mostly hydrogen, basically. And then over a long period of time, 13.8 billion years later, that hydrogen became sentient. So where along the way where is consciousness? What's the line of consciousness and not consciousness between hydrogen and here? How do you know you're not a brain in a vat? But now here's the thing: you are a brain in a vat. Then that vat is your skull.
Yes.
And everything you see, feel, hear, everything, all your senses are electrical signals. Everything. everything is an electrical signal to a brain in a vat with a vat tissue skull. Well, when I'm talking about a mind virus, I'm talking about like a concept that infects people's minds. Just a wrong-headed idea that just goes viral in an idea sense. When you look at civilizations through the ages, most of them, they rose and fell.
Yeah.
And I do think like the globalization that we have at the sort of like the meme sphere is there's not enough isolation between countries or regions. It's like if there's a mind virus, that mind virus can infect too much of the world. Like I actually sort of sympathize with the anti-globalization people, because it's like, man, we don't ever want everywhere to be the same, for sure, and then we need some kind of like mind viral immunity. Just like average citizen trying to just get the facts, figure out what's going on, like, how to live your life, and just looking for what's going on in the world. That it's hard to find something that isn't, that's good.
Yeah.
Not trying to push some partisan angle, not trying to, not sort of doing sloppy reporting and just aiming for the most number of clicks and trying to maximize ad dollars and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure out what's going on. It's like, I'm hard pressed to, where do you go? And now online, it's like somebody dies, there's like an online ghost, but their online stuff is still alive.
That's a good way to put it. It is weird when you read someone's tweets after they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram and their stories and stuff,
yeah,
whatever, Facebook. It's like,
that's a great way to put it. It's like an online ghost. That's very accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the Twitter war zone for a while here, so
Twitter war zone.
It takes a lot to phase me at this point.
Yeah, that's good too, right? Like you develop a thick skin.
Yeah, you can't take it personally. Like these people that actually know you. It's just like, it's like if you're fighting a war, and there's like some opposing soldier that shoots at you. It's not like they hate you. They don't even know you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just think of it like that. Like they're firing bullets, whatever. But they don't know you, so don't take it personally.